So here's another thing here, ne? That I just want us to look at this together. We're still on Christianity, ne? Yeah. So you look at you look at how when you're in a church, ne? They do not want you to engage a lot with other churches. That is, I've seen this in many Christian churches, because first I'm a keyboard player. I used to play keyboard in churches and all that, so I was a keyboard player like that. So in my going around churches, I saw a lot of things really that, because I was also in this Christian thing. Some things I would see, turn a blind eye, like I would act like, it's fine, but deep down there was that thing in me that would say, yeah, well, I will continue going, and but up until recently, like, God really was like, yeah, the thing was heavy in my heart to say, no, but let's be truthful. You cannot continue walking in lies and deception. What is this thing? Can you answer these questions? Hey, I was presented with some questions that I couldn't answer. Then I realized that, yeah, no, I'm this whole Christianity thing is just it's a system. It's a deadly system, right? A very deadly system. It's a system that you get into it, but where the system leads you, because remember, systems, when you create a system has only one job. A system just is it's like, I don't know, those who do programming in IT, you'll understand that a system is like it's a whole it's a block of code, man. Like, it's a code, and that code is serving a particular purpose. And you know what, should things be done differently, that whole block, that whole code is not going to produce the same things. Even if you can improve it here and there, but it's still the trajectory, the purpose of this thing is to achieve this particular thing, So in Christianity, when you observe it nicely, you will see that Christianity I was reading something here in Romans, in the book of Romans, chapter 1, because, by the way, Christianity also uses the same Bible, even though they don't really follow, the cult of Christianity does not really follow the teachings of the Bible per se. Yeah, they don't follow Christianity doesn't follow the teachings of the Bible. Christianity has its own twisted forgive me, guys, for laughing, because, like, now when I think about it, really, I realize that, yeah, when you're in something emotional, when you invest emotions onto something, like, really, to come out of it is difficult. And those who are still in Christianity, I understand. I really understand that. But look at this, ne? Let's look at this together. It's Romans 1, verse 18. God's anger is revealed from heaven against all sin and evil of the people whose evil ways prevent the truth from being known. So there are people that are so evil, so much that they influence things, so that the evil that they create prevents the truth. Eventually, the truth doesn't reach the masses. The truth doesn't sprout and be seen and be known, just because there's someone who's maintaining a behavior that keeps the truth from being known. So those people, here's the danger that is they're facing. They're facing the danger of God's anger against them, because it says that God's anger is revealed from heaven against all the sin and the evil of the people whose evil ways prevent the truth from being known. Okay, he punishes them because what can be known about God is plain to them, for God himself made it plain. Like, now, look at Christianity, right? Christianity, we can say all that we like to say, but like, really, I wish there was a way to defend this thing. Like, I wish I could defend it, but it's undefendable. how do you explain immorality in a land, and you say no, it's supposed to be like that? A land can only thrive in immorality when there are no principles are set in place to govern such from happening, to curb such from happening. Imagine, let's say there's a house which doesn't have a gate, and criminals gain access into that house, and they get in, they start doing all funny things, vandalizing the property, making noise, destroying everything. How do you explain it? And you say, no, but the house was secure. It's just that these guys are criminals. They came in. Don't you understand that the criminals saw an easier target and saw a place that's so easy to, an easy target? They just walked, literally, they didn't break into the house. They walked into the house. So in Christianity, how do you explain it? The amount of violence, immorality, and all these things happening in the church. How do you explain that? You can't explain it. It's because there are no rules, there are no regulations. This place, Vele, it's the way it is designed. It is designed for such things to thrive in them. Even though we can say, no, that's not true. But how come these things, look here what the scripture says, ne? It says that, I'm going to let's jump to verse 25. Verse 24. And so God has given those people over to do filthy things their hearts desire, and they do shameful things with each other. They exchange the truth about God for a lie. They worship and serve what God has created instead of serving the Creator himself, who is to be praised forever. Because they do this, God has given them over to shameful passions. Even the women pervert the natural use of their sex by unnatural acts. Even the women pervert the natural use of their sex by unnatural acts. In the same way, the men give up natural sexual relations with women, and they burn with passion for each other. Go to a Christian church and look who's leading praise and worship. It's gay guys. They're leading praise and worship. So let me ask this, ne? Let's say I've got a shop that sells food, and maybe I'm going, it's a weekend like this, a Saturday, I'm going somewhere to deliver some, I'm delivering, like I'm catering, and then I don't want dirt in my food because it will attract flies. And then here's this lady, she works for me. She's also saying the same things, that guys, we don't want flies. You know, we're serving food here. But herself, she has flies. I know, I'm just making an example. She has flies, or she's attracting flies. Maybe something she uses on her body is attracting these things. But she's really speaking vehemently against flies. What do I do? Must I allow her in and say, no, you can come in because I can see that you're really passionate about what I'm saying, that I don't want flies. You're really upholding it, even though you have your flies. But I like your spirit because you're speaking against flies. Do I let her in with the flies? Or must I look at the fact that, you know what, lady, you yourself have flies, and what I don't want is flies, so stand aside. You see what Christianity does? The scriptures are very clear about this, especially this thing of homosexuality. Scriptures are clear. They are very, very clear to say, hey, this is, even God himself, the creator of heaven and earth, is very clear about where he stands when it comes to these things of homosexuality. It's a no-no, you understand, according to scripture. But if you go to Christian churches, these people, people that have gay tendencies, people that are practicing homosexuality, they have preference. They participate in worship. They're part of the committees. They're part of all. It's a normal part of the structure. Even though the church is supposed to be speaking against such behaviors, even though the church is supposed to be speaking against such behaviors, the same Christianity that is posing to be the Church of Christ is supporting these things. Don't you see that eventually as a young kid is growing up in the church, the boy with gay tendencies, he can see that, oh yeah, I can see brother X. I want to be like him, you know. I feel like him. I want to be like him. So, you know what? I see I don't have to leave the church because now, you know, I'll have a chance to be like him, even if I love this thing of church. So I can still do my thing, be gay like that, and still be part of the church. Already, don't you see that there's a problem there with someone who has that type of thing in them getting comfortable because they know that, after all, Christian churches don't even preach against these things. I've never heard in a Christian church someone opening their mouth and speaking to say, hey, gayism and homosexuality. No, I've never heard that. Actually, I know many churches, many Christian churches where there are gay guys and the gay guys are comfortable in church. It's okay. I'm just showing you what Christianity is. And guys, you must understand one thing. I know, like, maybe this is too technical, but a software is a platform where certain activities must take place, so that as they take place like that, a certain result is achieved. That is a software, right? So a software represents a system. If certain things are not designed to be in a system, you can't even begin to do them. That's why if you open a software that records music, you cannot start trying to draw there to create some graphical, this thing of what is this guys who do these things of Photoshop? I don't know I forget what they call it. You know, these guys that manipulate things, like, you know, graphic designing. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You can't start trying to do graphic designing in a software that is designed to type words. Graphic designing, there are softwares for that. You go there. If you want that particular result, you go to the software that supports that. Now, the church is supposed to live by this, the Bible. These are scriptures that are written here. This is what we should be following. But again, scriptures are telling us how they feel about this thing of homosexuality. But we're still continuing to create a conducive environment for these things to thrive. You see all these TikToks you're watching here, né? It's not Muslim people, it's Christian people that are doing that. It's Christian people, and they will tell you that, I'm Christian. And when you say, but this, you're judging me. But it's written that you shouldn't. Are you telling me that these women don't know that their bodies are sacred? That their bodies are not to be even. Their bodies are sacred. A woman's body is sacred. And it must be kept in a secret place. But TikTok, by means of TikTok and Instagram, guys, you can say what you like. This world now, we are living under Christianity religion, Christianity ideologies. And you don't have to be, for you to be Christian, you don't have to change your skin color. Ne? It just has to do with your mindset. That is why we see all these evil things happening around us, because the system that we are under supports them. And the current system in the world, it's the US that's running there, that's calling the shots, and Europe. And these are Christians. These are not Muslim people. That is why when you look at the Middle East, you will see that there's only one country that is really shaking the Middle East, Israel, because the people that are in the people in Israel, they don't belong to the same family as their fellow. You see, another reason why hi Christianity, guys. Another thing again that Christianity doesn't want you to know. Have you ever gone into a church and you find them talking about genealogies? Talking about Noah and Shem and Japheth and Ham, teaching so that the church can understand and know. Look, because of that missing information that they don't teach, you are not even seeing the difference between the populations of Israel and the populations of the Middle East, that they don't even look the same. But according to scriptures, these are children all belonging to one man. All those are children of Abraham. All of them. But how come is it that people of Dubai, people of Oman, people of Abu Dhabi, people of all those, they look, you can see that, okay, this is an Arab. You can see. But when it comes to the Israelites now, Israelites look more like people other in Israel. They look more like the people in Europe. What's happening, guys? What happened? These are all the lies of Christianity. So that those people who happen to be German, by the way, those are Germans. Those are Germans there in Israel. White Germans. That is why if you touch anything that has to do with German, my friend, you will pay. Look what they did to Zimbabwe. Oh, you didn't know. German, England, France, and the Netherlands, and the Africans in South Africa, and the ones in the United States, it's still the same people. If you dare touch these people and include Israel there, if you touch these people in any way, you are going to pay. They folded Zimbabwe quickly like this. Quickly. They just folded it. Up to today, the economy is struggling. Look what they did to Afghanistan. This is Christianity. All these people are Christians. And can you show me a people that is godly? Show me a godly people, truly godly in their hearts, upholding godly principles. Show me a people like that, and show me their lands, and show me the lands that they've conquered. Show me. You will see that if you're a good person in your heart, even when you conquer a land, those lands, they are going to experience and benefit from how you think. Because religion and politics, they are intertwined. They go hand in hand. That is why when you look at Iraq, America didn't go there, Iraq, to go and make friends. They went there. That country up to today, it's Afghanistan. It's not the same. Every country where the US has been, every country where Europeans have been, they are Christians. That's why the places remain like that. Christianity is how they think. Christianity tells them that they're superior. Christianity tells them that when they get to areas, that is why even today, as an African, look at the Africans of the Christianity of Africans. An African Christian, when they see someone who is of a different religion, for example, if a Christian person meets a Muslim person, it's difficult for them to even give them audience, because already, you worship Allah. But Allah is the same God of the Bible. The only difference is that now those people are now Muslims. They speak Aramaic. They speak Arabic, sorry. And in Aramaic, his name is El, is the same God. It's the same God. In Afrikaans, an Afrikaans person will say, Yer. A Zulu person saying Kulunkulu, they are all referring to the same God, just that the language has changed. But a Christian person, immediately you say Allah, they become offended because you are calling on Allah. Already the mindset, how the Muslim people have been painted in the Christian religion, it informs even the Christians how they must react. And you tell me that, no, that's not true. It's like that. If you're a Christian, you have to live by the principles that govern Christianity. And Christianity is a religion that does not tolerate other people in other religions. Yet, it doesn't mind tolerating bad behaviors. It doesn't tolerate other people, doesn't want to see other people do whatever. Other people, when they come in, that's why when Christianity comes into a place, something again that is not part of what Scripture does, it does teach. If you look in the book of, I think it's somewhere in the epistles of Paul, Paul is asking and saying, now if you're a Jew, why do you want to force the Gentile to live as a Jew? But if you look at Christians, when they come into a place, Christians do not want to see you wearing your clothes. Christians don't want to see you practicing your culture. Christians don't want to see you do. Christians just want you, if you do anything European, in fact, you will win with Christianity. If you dress as Europeans do, it's okay. If you eat European food, it's okay. Now, if you look at our kids, try to tell your kids to eat mohodu. I'm talking about those people, Christianity, these ones, especially in the suburbs. Oh no, I can't eat this. It's nasty, disgusting. Because Christianity came and told them that no, this food that is so good for your body, leave it. Try, in fact, eat McDonald's, eat a burger. But we know what these things, the result at the end, that we know that this thing will destroy you. No, I want it. Like now, I know that someone, they see this video, they're going to be angry. They're going to be angry and really, yeah.